Hey, what's up everyone? Nick here. Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings living card game Mirkwood Paths campaign. In this video, we are going to carry on with the journey along the Anduin scenario, and we're going to be moving on to quest number 2. Let's get to it. Anduin Passage. After defeating the troll, you are able to board the raft and embark upon a river voyage. As you depart, your enemies pursue, harassing the small vessel as you attempt to navigate the river. As your enemies harass the raft, it is difficult to maintain balance and effectively fight them off. Reveal one additional card from the encounter deck each quest phase. Do not make engagement checks during the encounter phase. Each player may still optionally engage one enemy each encounter phase. Alright, so let's carry on from where we were in the last video. So, we had just flipped over Anduin Passage, and for this quest, we're going to reveal an additional card from the encounter deck during each quest phase, so 3 cards in total. However, we cannot make engagement checks during the encounter phase. So in the encounter phase, first, each player is allowed to optionally engage one enemy in the staging area, and then you would do engagement checks for the rest of them. We do not get to do that anymore. So the idea of this is that you're going to be building up enemies in the staging area, and that might come to hurt us come the third and final quest. We did Mendor's trigger, so he readied, and we each drew a card. And now we will move into our refresh phase. So everybody is going to ready. It's pretty insane. We beat the hill troll in only 2 turns, and that's what you want to do. That's exactly what you want to have happen. Our threat's going to go up, so 29 and 31. We're going to swap first players. So Mendor is going to come over here. And then Gandalf, we are now at the end of the round, and unfortunately, he automatically gets discarded from play. So when you're going in this quest fighting the Hill Troll, the really clutch cards are Gandalf, Sneak Attack was really good, and then having a feint or a snare are both almost essential on getting past the Hill Troll without having a character die. Okay, we are now done with the refresh phase. We're going to move back to resource. So we'll go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Basically 3 on Aragorn because we're going to exhaust our Steward of Gondor. And then we'll go 1 on Theodred and 1 more on Éowyn. And then each player will draw a card. All right. Okay, I like where we're at. So we have done our resource phase. We're going to move into our quest phase. And remember, we're going to deal an additional card from the encounter deck, so 3 total. So I guess what I'll do first is I will exhaust Denethor to look at that top card. It is an Eastern Crows, which has Surge, which means an additional card gets revealed after it. So no thank you. We are going to put that on the bottom of the deck with Denethor's ability. So remember his ability, exhaust him to look at the top card of the encounter deck. You may move that card to the bottom of the deck. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to keep Henna, what is his name? Hennemarth. I'm going to keep him ready because why not? Our first player is now over here. So what do we want to do? I think what I'll do is I do need to start building up some blockers. So let's spend 1 purple to play Snowborn Scout. When he enters play, choose a location, place 1 progress token on that location. So I will just go ahead and put a progress token here. I think I want to travel to the banks because that's going to keep recycling, and it's bad, but also it doesn't build up a lot of enemies and it has a low threat. So we're going to put 1 progress token here with Snowborn Scout, and then I will these are good cards to hold on to, but I think what I'll do is spend 2 purple off Aragorn, and I'm going to equip him. We have a lot of equipments on Aragorn right now. We're going to equip him with Celebrian's Stone. So attached to a hero, restricted, attached hero gains +2 willpower. If attached hero is Aragorn, he also gains a spirit resource icon. So now Aragorn can spend his resources as if it were for purple or blue. And because he has Steward of Gondor, which gets him extra resources, you can imagine that's a very powerful combination. I do have a good amount of resources, so let's spend 3 green resources to play Daughter of Nimrodel. Action, I can exhaust her to heal up to 2 damage on any one hero. Currently no one has any damage, but that's still a very good card to have. And I have another card in my hand that I want to keep resources up for. So that's going to be all for the planning phase. Now let's go ahead and move into our quest phase. So currently we have 4 threat on the board, and we are going to be dealing 3 cards here. So of course we're going to go with Eowyn for 4, and I think we'll also go with Barivor for 2. So we're at 6 total. We'll do the Theodred Aragorn combo for 3 more. So we have 7, 8, 9. And are we okay with leaving it at 9? I'm okay right now with taking a little bit of threat, and I wanna keep blockers up. So let's do that. Let's go for 9, and we can always discard to beef that up with Eowyn's ability. So we're gonna go for 9. We currently have 4. Let's see how this goes. First card. Wait, didn't we? Did I? Oh my gosh, that was, so look at that. Eastern Crows was the next 2 cards, so at least we got rid of one of them. That is terrible. So Eastern Crows, it has Surge. After Eastern Crows is defeated, shuffle it back into the encounter deck. It's a really annoying card. So that was our first flip. So before we do the second, we have to resolve that Surge ability. So here we go. We will flip over Despair. When revealed, remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. If there are fewer than 4 progress tokens on the quest, remove all progress tokens. And luckily, we just resolved our quest, so there are none there. So that was fortunate for us. Now we are on our second of 3 encounter deck flips, and we got another Crows. There's a lot of Crows in this deck. It's probably the most annoying card in the game, in my opinion. All right, so that's going to come out. We're going to get another Surge. This is going to be the Misty Mountain Goblins. Forced. After Misty Mountain Goblins attacks, remove 1 progress token from the current quest. So that will come out. And now we're on our final flip. And we got Pursued by Shadow. When revealed, each player raises their threat by 1 for each character they control that is not currently committed to the quest. So over here, Aragorn is committed. He's just not exhausted. We have 2. So we're going to go up to 33. And over here, we have 3. So we're going to go up to 32. So that was rough. But at the end of the day here, so we want to get through this quest pretty fast, if you couldn't guess. We had committed for 9, and on the board we have 1, make it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right now we would only get 1. So I think we're going to use Eowyn's ability. We're going to discard a card here to go up 1, and then we are going to discard a card over here to go up another 1. So we're going to go up 2. So it's going to be 11 to 8. We'll get 3 progress tokens on our quest. We only need 13 more. Now, our quest phase is over. We can go ahead and go to the travel phase. Again, we want to get rid of a lot of threat here. I was kind of hoping to do it here, but now I'm not so sure. We kind of got really unlucky with all those Crows. So let's go ahead and get this one. While Gladden Fields is the active location, each player must raise their threat by an additional point during the refresh phase. But now that I think about it, let's scratch that actually, because I wasn't thinking. Let's do the other one. Let's do Banks of the Anduin. It already has 1 on it, and if we kill a character with Legolas, we're gonna be able to finish that and just get it off the board. So. Okay, so that is our travel phase. Now we're going to go to our encounter phase. Now remember, we do not do engagement checks here, so the best we can do is get rid of 2 enemies. Now our Crows, when they're defeated, they get shuffled back into the encounter deck. We don't want that to happen right now, and they're also only contributing 1 threat. So I'm actually thinking let's keep them there, and let's just do 1 optional engagement. We'll do the Misty Mountain Goblins. He is going to remove a progress token from the current quest, but I guess that is okay. So, we're going to have him come over here. And now we will go into the combat phase. So he is attacking for 2. Kind of just looking at what I have here. Let's see. Okay. I think we're going to be good. So we're going to enter combat. We're going to deal him a shadow card. Deal him a shadow card. Now we have to declare a blocker. I'm going to block since Aragorn has Sentinel. I'm going to block with Aragorn. And then... Nope. Okay, Valor is only for attacking. That's fine. So Aragorn's going to block this attack. So now we will flip the Shadow card. Shadow, attacking enemy gets +1, +3 if this attack is undefended. It's not undefended, so he's going to get +1. So our Goblin here is going to have 3. And Aragorn only has 2 shield, so Aragorn is going to take 1 damage. And after Misty Mountain Goblin's attacks, remove 1 progress token from the current quest. Now, I believe if you were to add counters to the quest, they go on a location first, but I don't think that's true of removing them. I could be wrong, but we're going to say that this goes down to 2. I think that's correct. All right, so we've resolved the attack. Now let's go ahead and attack here. So we are going to attack with Legolas and Henemarth, and why not? We'll attack with Mendor as well. I don't think we need to. Legolas, after attached hero is declared as an attacker, exhaust Valor to heal 1 damage from attached hero and deal 1 damage to the defending enemy. So, we will deal 1 damage when Legolas becomes the attacker, and then we're swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 1 shield, way more than enough to kill our Goblin here. So the Goblin will die, and then with Legolas, since he participated in an attack that killed an enemy, we will get 2 progress tokens on our quest, which will instead go to the location, and there we get the location off the board. But remember, this is Banks of the Anduin, so if it leaves play, return it to the top of the encounter deck instead of placing it in the discard pile. So the strategy there is now at least I know what to expect, and that's not a very worrisome card when it comes to flipping cards over. All right, and then what I will do at the end of the combat phase is I'm going to exhaust the Daughter of Nimrodel, exhaust her to heal up to 2 damage on any 1 hero. I will heal the damage off Aragorn. Now we can move into our refresh phase. So still we are in a pretty good spot. I'd like to have a little more progress on this quest, but what can you do? So we're going to ready everyone. We are going to go up just 1 threat because we didn't choose that other location. And then first player is going to swap. So let's get our board kind of reset over here. Okay, now we will go into our resource phase. So we're going to go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3 here with Aragorn. So he's going to go up to 5. And remember, since we have the Celebrian Stone, that can be used for either purple or blue. We're going to go 1 here on Theodred and 1 here on Éowyn. Then we're going to draw a card. We can work with this. So now we're going to go into the planning phase. So currently we have 5 threat on the board. We need to get past this quest here. So what do we want to do? Let's see. And you know what I just completely forgot? Last turn I played Celebrian Stone, which gives the attached hero +2. And it was Aragorn. So I actually should have had an additional 2. So that would have gotten brought up to 4. Forgot about that, but that is very useful to keep in mind. So this is actually at 4. Again, that's because of Celebrian Stone giving Aragorn +2, which I forgot to account for last turn. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We need to make a big chunk here. So let's spend 2 green to play Erebor Hammersmith. After you play him, return the topmost attachment in any player's discard pile to their hand. I don't think I actually have any attachments in the discard piles, so That's okay. And that's all. That's all I want to do there. And now on this side, I think all I'm doing here is I will spend, let's go for 2 off two off Eowyn, 1 off Aragorn, so 3 blue. Remember, we can do blue because of Celebrine's Stone. And I'm going to play the Galadrim's Greeting. Action. Reduce one player's threat by 6 or reduce each player's threat by 2. We're going to reduce each player's threat by 2. So we're going to go to 32 over here and 31 over here. So let's go ahead and enter our quest phase. We're going to go 4 with Eowyn. We're going to go 5 with Theodred. We're going to do the Theodred-Aragorn combo. So Aragorn's going to commit for 4. So we have 9 right here. And then we will go for 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to go for 13 right now. And hope that that's not going to do the job completely, but it is, I think it's kind of the best we can do right now. So 13, which we can also get bumped up a little bit if we need to. So we're going to flip 3 cards. We know what the first one is. It's the Banks of the Anduin. So 1, 2, Evil Storm. Deal 1 damage to each character controlled by each player with a threat of 35 or higher. Once again, we are not at 35 or higher. We just reduced our threat, actually, so that's very good. And now our third and final card of the flip, another Gladden Fields. So when this is the active location, we got to raise our threat. It's the same one as this. So unfortunately, that does go for 3. So we were at 13. And now we are at, this is 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 9. So what I will do is I'm going to discard 1 over here. I'm going to discard a Celebrine's Stone. That's going to bump us up by 1. And then over here, yeah, that's still not kind of where I want to be. I think I'm doing all right on resources. I'm going to discard a Horn of Gondor. So 2. So in total, we were at, what were we at? This was 9, and then we said 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to be at 15 plus, or 15 and then 9 here. So we're going to do 6 total to our quest. That's going to bring us up to 10. We need 6 more, so we're getting pretty close. I still kind of want to keep these crows here because we already know 1's in the discard pile. Or no, 1's on the bottom of the deck and 2 are here. So I kind of honestly want to keep them there. So what we will do is let's just once again... Actually, this time, let's take the Gladden Fields so that we can reduce that threat a bit. So quest resolves. Travel phase, we're going to take Gladden Fields to get rid of some of that threat on the board. And now we're going to enter the encounter phase. We're not going to optionally engage anyone. And instead, we will skip combat and just go straight to the refresh phase. We have nothing else to do, really. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So ready, everybody? We're going to go up now 2 threat instead of just 1. Our first player will flip, and now let's go into the resource phase. So we're going to go to 2 here, to 2 here, to 4 here. We're going to exhaust our Steward of Gondor to go to 3 here. So we're going to be at 7. And then we'll go to 2 here and 2 here. And then we will draw. Okay. What we're going to do is, to begin, I'm going to spend 1, 2. I'm going to spend 2 purple resources to play a Guard of the Citadel, just to get another card out there, or another defender. And then over here, we're going to spend 1 green to play Protector of Lorien. Attached to a hero, discard a card from your hand to give attached hero either +1 or +1 shield or +1 willpower until the end of the phase. Limit 3 times per phase. So let's go ahead and equip that because it's not hero you control, it's to a hero. So we're going to equip that to Eowyn to beef up her willpower even more. We can do it up to 3 times a phase. But I believe since now the equipment is on her, it has to be this player. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust Barivore to choose a player. That player draws 2 cards, and I'm going to choose our purple-blue player. So we'll get to draw 2 cards over here, and those were pretty good cards. Okay, that is all, I believe, for our planning phase. So now let's go ahead and go into our quest phase. So we're now in the quest phase. I'm going to use this ability, discard a card from your hand to give attached hero +1 shield or +1 willpower until the end of the phase. I'm going to discard a Steward of Gondor and a Valiant Sacrifice. So 2. I'm going to do it twice. So she's going to go up to 6 willpower right now. So she'll go for 6. We're going to do the usual combo over here. So 6 plus 4, that's 10. That's already 11 on the board. I'm going to... so I should have done this at the start. I'm going to exhaust Denethor to look at the top card of the encounter deck. It is a Wolves. If Wargs is dealt a shadow card with no effect, return it to the staging area after it attacks. That's an annoying card. I don't want it there. We're going to put it on the bottom. Okay, so what was I saying? We're already at 6 plus 4. We're already at 11 over here. Let's go ahead and also commit with these 2, so that'll bring us to 13. And we only need, we do need 3 for this, so we need 9 total here. Ugh, man. All right, well, let's see what we get here. So let's stop it there. So we're going to go for 13 again. So 11 over here, 12, 13. Okay, that sounds good. Now we're going to flip 3 cards. Oh, you know what? Let's also go with Guard of the Citadel. So 14 total. And right now there is 6 out. All right, so 14 against 6. First card, Necromancer's Pass. The first player must discard 2 cards from their hand at random to travel here. That's annoying. That's worth 3. So that's flip number 1. Flip number 2, Dol Guldur Beastmaster. Whenever he attacks, deal 1 additional shadow card. All right, that's worth 2. Ugh, man. And then a Treacherous Fog. When revealed, each location in the staging area gets +1 until end of phase. Each player with a threat of 35 or higher chooses and discards 1 card from their hand. Luckily, that is not us yet, so that doesn't matter. But each location is going to get +1. That's bad. So we were at 14, and then it's now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 4, 12, and 12 plus 2, 14. Wow. So it's a draw right now, which is very unfortunate. But what I will do is first I'm going to, in response to that, I'm going to play 1 green for a Radagast Cunning. Choose an enemy in the staging area. Until end of phase, do not contribute his threat. We're going to just pick our biggest guy here, so 2. So that'll bring us to 14 against 12. And then what I will do is do Eowyn's ability, because we can still do that. I will discard, what don't I need here? I'll discard a Blade Mastery to go up 1. So now we are at 15 against 12. That will give us 3 progress tokens, which is enough to get rid of our Gladden Fields here. Oh, man. So now we will do our travel phase. Let's just go ahead, honestly, and we need to get rid of these big locations. So let's do the Gladden Fields, I think, because we still need 6 progress tokens here. So, yeah, I think that sounds good. So we're going to go for 6 total. Or, sorry. Travel phase is over. Now we're going to go to the encounter phase. We can do 2 optional engagements. I'm going to engage with the Dol Guldur Beastmaster. We're going to need to deal him 6 damage. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, that works out. I forgot we have a blocker over here. So we're going to bring him over here. We're now going to enter the combat phase. his effect, he's going to get dealt 2 shadow cards. We're going to block with the Snowborn Scout, and now we're going to resolve these. So we will have this, he'll get +1, and then this one has no shadow ability. So all that happens is our Snowborn Scout gets defeated, which is totally fine. And now we're going to attack for 1, 2, 3, but we'll exhaust Aragorn's Valor, and that will automatically ping him for 1. We're going to attack with Legolas and use his Valor, so that'll ping him for another 1. And why not, we'll also attack with Mendor. So now we are attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, dealing 6 damage. He already has 2 on him, so that is more than enough to kill our Beastmaster here. And because Legolas participated in that attack, we will get 2 progress tokens on our quest, which instead will go to the location. Now we will ready everybody up, because we're going to move into our refresh phase. Hopefully we can get through this turn. But man, this is really becoming a chore with all of these cards. So ready, everyone's going to go up 2 threats, so 36 here and 35 here. And then we will swap first player. All right, so I'm filming this in pieces as I'm able to throughout the day, so there might have been a cut in the video there. The lighting might have changed because it's been about an hour since I was able to keep recording. But we just finished off with the last turn's refresh phase, and we started a new turn, so we will go to the resource phase. So let's go to 2 here, 2 here, 5 here. We're going to exhaust our Steward of Gondor, so no shortage of resources here. We'll get 3. 2 for Theodred, and then go up to 3 for Éowyn, and then we will draw. I'm just checking. I seem to be missing a hand. I'm trying to remember what happened last turn. I think I ran out of a hand on this side, so we will draw just 1 here. So that's my hand, and then we'll draw our card here. Now, all we need to do to get through this quest is just get 6 more progress tokens, but we still need 1 here. So we're trying to go for 7 surplus right now on our questing phase, which is not easy. But I just drew a pretty good card for the purposes of this. So we will use 3 from there and 1 from here. So 4 resources total. We're using blue, so Aragorn again can go for purple or blue. So 4 blue resources to play a Northern Tracker. Response: after Northern Tracker commits to a quest, place 1 progress token on each location in the staging area. So super helpful. It can let us chip away at these locations without ever having to travel to them. So just in case things get, risky for us, that's a very, very good card. And then I already know what that card is. I'm not going to worry about it. So that's actually all I'm doing here during the plan. Well, actually, not quite. We are going to exhaust Barivor, choose a player, let them draw 2 cards. I will choose our purple-blue player here. So I will draw 2 more cards. I don't want to play that. And let's see, I might actually have 1 play that I'd like to make. Maybe not. Maybe not yet. So, did I draw anything that I actually want there? Maybe, actually. So, yeah, I think so. So, I will spend 1 more blue to play Dwarven Tomb. Return 1 spirit card from your discard pile to your hand. I'll get the Galadrim's Greeting. So we will snag that. And then I will go for 1 from Éowyn and 2 from Aragorn, again, for 3 blue total. And we'll play the Galadrim's Greeting to reduce each player's threat by 2. So we'll go to 34 here and 33 here. Because a lot of these cards, you'll notice, are saying if your threat is 35 or higher. So why not get that down while we're still able to? And then I think we'll keep there. So we have a very stacked board. We got to get through this. So on the board right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 threat in our staging area. We need 7 to hopefully be done right now. And we might even want to use Legolas to just kill one of these crows to get 2 more progress tokens over here. But let's see what we can do. So Éowyn, discard a card because she has the Protector of Lorien on her. Discard a card from your hand to give her +1 willpower till end of phase. You can do that 3 times for phase. So we are now in the quest phase. I will go ahead and do exactly that. So I'm going to discard 2 cards to give her +2. So she right now is sitting at 6. So we're going to go 6. We're going to do the Aragorn Theodred combo. So 7. Aragorn's committing for 4. So that's 11 right here. Same thing every time. And then let's also commit with our Northern Tracker for 12. Oh, Galadrim's Greeting is going to go away. So we're at 12. Then we will also go with Henemarth for 13. I want to keep Daughter of Nimrodel protected, so we're not going to go with her. Mendor, let's see. All right, just trying to think here. We're going to keep Mendor there. So first what I'm going to do, so that's our quest right here, is, I forgot Erebor. We'll go 1 there too. So we have 11, 12 on this side, 13, 14. So 14 total. Northern Tracker will trigger when he commits to a quest. Place 1 progress token on each location in the staging area. So we'll go for 1 here and 1 here. So we'll be able to get rid of this Necromancer's Pass next turn if he survives. All right, and then before we reveal, I'm going to use Denethor's action to look at the top card of the encounter deck. It is a Goblin Sniper. This one's not very fun. During the encounter phase, players cannot optionally engage him if there are other enemies in the staging area. If he's in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, each player deals 1 point of damage to a character they control. Essentially, he acts like a sniper up here that is hard to get down, and he'll ping you from up there. So very flavorful. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the bottom of the deck with Denethor. So once again, we had 11. Wait, I thought I was at 14. Oh yeah, 12 over here, 13, 14. And we still have the ability to beef up Éowyn a little more if we need. So 14 total against 6 out here. We're going to flip 3 cards. So first, Pursued by Shadow. When revealed, each player raises their threat by 1 for each character they control that is not currently committed to a quest. So over here, Aragorn is committed. Again, same as last time, so only 1. He's going to go to 35. And over here we have 1, 2, 3. So we'll go to 36. Maybe that was how earlier these got closer than I realized and I was confused about it. It must have been from that card. So I don't think there was a misplay, which is good. And also, luckily, that's a Treachery card, so it won't add to our staging area threat. Now we have the East Bite. Oh man, this sucks. It's kind of like that one earlier. It has, or no, it's not. It has 6 progress to make it through, but only 1 threat. When faced with the option to travel, the players must travel to the East Bite if there is no active location. So, kind of sucks because we're going to maybe get stuck there. But right now, we have 7, and we've committed for 14. So, depending on what this is, we might be okay. We have, oh no, the Misty Mountain Goblins. Oh man. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So now we have our 14. Just making sure that was right, and it was. So 14, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we would get 5, which would be 1 here, 4 here. So I think the only way we can actually make this work is if I discard both cards, but I think that's the move because I know what's coming next. So Eowyn's ability, before the quest resolves, I'm going to have, remember we haven't done this yet, we were doing the Protector of Lorien ability. I'm going to have each player discard a card to beef up her willpower by 2 more. So now we go from 14 to 16. 16 against, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That will be 7 progress tokens. So 1 on our location here, so that'll go away now. And then the remaining 6 are going to go right here on our Anduin Passage. So now we have 16 progress tokens. We are finally done with this quest. We're going to resolve it, and then we're going to flip it. We're going to resolve Mendor's ability, and then we'll move on to the next video. All right, there you have it. Another solid finish to this quest. So far, feeling really good about this scenario. It is a pretty difficult one, but we've been getting we had a really good opening hand in the last video. We've been drawing some good cards. We've had some good luck with the encounter deck. But we've also had some tough events as well. So hope you enjoyed, and in the next video we will tackle the final quest of this scenario and hopefully make it through. All right, see you later.